I got a spot, Jordan. What would you be?
I'd be a quality control guy.
Get back. Stay behind the white line.
Cam, you need a helmet?
I'm not going to let you do this to yourself, bro. I believe if we need you for one series, we putting you at Mike linebacker. I have no qualms with you willing to die.
Awful.
Like, I think you're willing to die for this game, bro. Like, if you're like, yo, I got this play, I know for a fact you're willing to give everything for a play.
Welcome back to another episode of Why is Draymond Green Talking About Football with me, Jordan Schultz, presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. I am NFL insider Jordan Schultz, and I'm joined as always by Steelers superfan and NBA champ Draymond Green. We've got a very exciting show with Saints defensive end and future Hall of Famer Cam Jordan joining us later on. First, DG, we've got a lot to get into with Wild Card Weekend. I'll start with Philly, bro. Like, I don't know what is going on with that offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo. But that Philadelphia offense, to me, looked like the most predictable. It was brutal to watch. That was the thing that stood out to me the most all weekend.
Yeah, I think it was brutal to watch. And their offense really hasn't been that great all year. I mean, even from the standpoint of Saquon not really being able to get going the entire season. Like, you can't have a weapon that is Saquon Barkley and 3 games the entire season he's able to get going. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me, right? Like, you talk the great coordinators and you give them a weapon like Saquon Barkley, they're going to make a lot happen with that.
A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Yeah. It wasn't the offensive line everyone thought, but it was still it was definitely still above average. And
for sure.
And Jalen Hurts, I don't get it, man.
That's what I'm saying. But even aside from those guys, like, we don't even need to speak. Just Saquon Barkley alone, you can scheme. Look, Kyle Shanahan's doing it with Christian McCaffrey. Like, you can scheme an entire offense around that one guy and make it work. George Kittle going out, Ricky Pearsall going out, Brandon Ayuk being out, all of those guys going out. Juwan Jennings missed some games. Brock Purdy missed games. The one mainstay in San Francisco's offensive lineup was Christian McCaffrey. And all season long, including Wild Card Weekend, Kyle Shanahan schemed around Christian McCaffrey in his work. So if you got a great offensive mind and you have a Saquon Barkley alone, you can scheme around that. And not only did they not scheme around it, but that guy had 3 good games this entire year. So I just don't understand, like as an offensive coordinator, what are you doing? Like, I don't think it was just a this weekend problem. I think it's been all year long, but this weekend, you get to the playoffs, it obviously reared its ugly head.
They got a lot of changes potentially coming to Philly. I say this, Philly has some changes coming, and offensive coordinator, I think, with Kevin Patullo is certainly top of mind. We'll see where that goes.
I'll say this. 2 years ago, because Philly's not a big, we're just changing stuff because it didn't go right once. 2 years ago, everybody said Sirianni should have been fired. He comes back and wins the Super Bowl. And I remember having a conversation with Jeff Lurie 2 summers ago, and he was like, no, because I asked him straight up. I was like, how do you decide to keep Nick Sirianni? And he lost the locker room. And he said, well, who said he lost the locker room? Because what I see behind the scenes, he didn't lose the locker room. And blase, blah. I had a conversation with Jeff Lurie. He remembered, and I'm mentioning this because this is who you're dealing with. This is who's making decisions in Philly. Jeff Lurie remembered a 4th or 5th round pick cornerback from 6 years ago. He remembered his hand size. He remembered everything about this kid. 6 years later, the kid was a 4th or 5th round cornerback draft pick. And so this is the guy you're dealing with. He's not frantic. He's not going to just, everything went wrong once, I'm firing everybody. That's not who Jeff Lurie is. And so I don't know that there's these huge changes coming in Philly, because the one thing I do know and where I agree with Jeff is like, you have to have some type of consistency. Just because something go wrong, you can't just flip the switch and jump off the bandwagon like that. So I don't know that it's going to be a million changes in Philly.
I like that. Draymond, are we ready to talk about you as a Caleb Williams guy? Pretty historic comeback against the Packers, and I know you've been waiting for this moment.
Definitely a historic comeback. I can't believe Jordan Love went out like that. Like you got to be able to do something, like close the game, man. They had several opportunities to put the game away.
I thought it was the play calling, honestly. I thought it was more the play calling.
Yeah, but even at a certain point, even if it's the play call, is Jordan Love not to the point where he can get to the line and read a situation and audible, like, and see what's going on? Is he not at that point in his career where he can do that?
No, he is, but Matt LaFleur is considered one of the great play callers. I don't know how much autonomy Love has with checks. I don't. I'm just saying.
He is a great play caller for sure. He's also considered as one of the coaches who's always going to blow a lead, and you always have a chance when he's calling the plays.
They were aggressive when they shouldn't have been aggressive. They weren't aggressive when they should have been.
I agree.
It was just weird.
That's feel though. That's not play calling. That's
fine.
That
feel.
leads a little more into like having a feel for the game, for the flow of the game.
But that's on LaFleur to me, no?
I mean, it's on LaFleur some for sure. I mean, he let the guys loose. But speaking of Caleb Williams, impressive comeback nonetheless. Did you see how Lil Wayne went off about Caleb Williams?
Explain to me what it was.
So Wayne went off about Caleb Williams having pain in the nails and how did we lose
saw that.
to the guy with pain in the nails on Instagram. Caleb Williams then posted it on his post with music. At least that was my interpretation.
Yeah.
Of it. But needless to say, in saying all of that, 7 game winning drives in the fourth quarter overtime. I think a lot of those teams help aid in that, but I don't care. That has to count for something. You have to, and I give respect and credit when credit is due. Mm-hmm. And for him to do that over and over and over again, and then get in the playoffs and do that again, although I think LaFleur blew it and Jordan Love blew it, that has to count for something. He still has to go make the throws. He still has to go make the reads. He still has to rally those guys. And it's gotten to a point, and it been got to a point where you're kind of just sitting there expecting it to happen.
Yes.
And when you get that reputation, like that because what a lot of people don't understand is how mental this stuff is. So when he got the reputation and the other quarterback over there like, I got to complete this throw because I know if I get a ball back to Caleb, he making the drive. All of that stuff plays into it. And for him to have gained that reputation, listen, man, I'm not going to sit here and act like I think he's about to win the Super Bowl because I just don't think that's about to happen. But I can tip my cap where it's due, and he's earned my respect. I did not love that he was 22 for 50 with 2 interceptions.
I didn't even know that. I was just so impressed.
But guess
with the
what?
comeback.
People have bad games, and to still go out there in a playoff rivalry game against the Packers with those numbers and come out with the win, I got to tip my cap.
We'll keep an eye on those storylines as we move through the playoffs. Next up, we're really excited to bring on Saints legend and future Hall of Famer Cam Jordan. But first, a word from our friends at Fanatics. The playoffs are here, and it's time to make the switch to Fanatics Sportsbook. With Fanatics Sportsbook, you can earn up to 10% fan cash on every bet, win or lose. That means even when a pick doesn't hit, you're still stacking rewards you can use on more bets, tickets, jerseys, memorabilia, and exclusive Fanatics experiences. And don't forget about Fanatics Sportsbook's fair play trademark policy, protecting bettors from first half injuries. Some books protected your bet for just the first quarter. Some discontinued your protection for the playoffs, but not a Fanatics Sportsbook, where they flip losing bets into winning bets all playoffs long.
Make the switch to Fanatics Sportsbook today. Winning hits different here.
Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Connecticut 888-789-7777. Massachusetts 800-327-5050. New York 877-8-HOPE-NY. Maryland, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See the Fanatics Sportsbook app. We've got a very special guest, one of my favorites, future Hall of Famer Cam Jordan. Cam, we were just talking about facial hair, and you made a drastic difference what went into this new look?
Man, you got the braids during season, and I mean, I was a House of Valorian, the big Valorian vibes with the silver braids. Somewhere in there, you get tired of doing braids every 2 weeks. Like, it's a lot of upkeep. I'm a low maintenance cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you're like, you know what? As soon as season's over, it's time. So I had my barber come over, shout out to my dog Lester, and Lester went court jester on it. I said, yo, act a fool, man. Like, let's get this low. And so, we came down. He's like, you want waves? I was like, no. Leave me a little something on top because I don't even want to brush my right now. I was way too high maintenance. I was like, yo, family was watching a movie. He started snipping. Nobody even noticed that joint. We got to the face. He's like, you shape up? I said, nah, bro. Nah, scrape it. Like, all of it. Everybody looked back once it was all said and done and, pay the barber. My kids was like, who are you? My wife was like, you touched my facial hair. I said, yeah, this gotta go. Scratch it. We back. I said, we back. Hey, what Deion say when he got that hair? He said, hey, we back.
We back.
Damn.
Yo. So question, like how often do you have to dye the hair?
I don't know. I only dyed it. Well, I dyed it once initially and then once during like halfway through the season because silver fades to blonde. What I guess there's a bleach process and then they add color, so eventually it reverts back, and then you gotta like shampoo and condition it with like a specialized purple shampoo. I said, bro, this is too much. I did not know what I did not know. I'm a pomade and activate, brush down type guy. I'm not 3 steps to wash hair situation.
Not like DG.
Hey, shout out to all the women in the world, bro. Like that have y'all skin routine, hair routine.
Yeah.
I'm a very much wash my face and then go brush my teeth and go to bed type guy, and that's where I like to be.
No, I got a skincare routine.
What's yours, DG?
I'm not telling you my skincare routine.
You got a skin, like, is that like the Korean products I be seeing on IG type stuff?
The Korean products are the best.
I got, no way. I go to Dr. Lancer.
There's
Dr. Lancer products. And I got a 4-step.
4? You doing like a laser on the face type situation?
Nah, I ain't got that, but I got like some scrub and some cleanser, and it's kind of like
exfoliate. I heard Pharrell say that thing. Like, he's like, yeah, you got to exfoliate
it's
a lot.
Like a little padding, and then
you got the little eye black underneath.
Nah, I ain't got the little joints.
High ho tuba.
I ain't got the little joints, but okay. Yeah, I got a skincare routine though. My wife helped me get a skincare routine.
Hey, wives elevate you now. Like,
they do.
Things that you don't know.
Absolutely. So she helped me get myself together.
Hey, I fight it. Wifey be like, yeah, this collagen mask, babe, I'm not putting that on. I don't know what that is. Nope, no thank you.
Cam, actually, that's a great transition because I think you have the best collection of NFL headshots. I was going through them.
Yeah.
There's like a few that are tremendous.
Elite.
Yeah, elite.
Elite is the word.
Elite. Which photo is your favorite all time?
Man, you know what? It's the dreads into a pullback with gold tips showing and it's really the handlebar mustache that's the concealer. I was in my pirate vibes, and that like whatever reason I was in my bag that year too. So like that's top tier. Right after that, I went to I went to my Jerry curl route. I was trying to be like a WWE superstar. Like I was bringing it back to them days. I had a persona that went with it. I had it for the year. Like it becomes who I am. I am.
It's
who
like
I
your
think
mantra. Yeah, it's a whole. Yeah, serenity now, right, Draymond?
So the organization is experiencing a totally different person depending on what hairstyle you in that.
The emotions are always going to be the same. I bring the same energy each and every day to work, but it's definitely going to have some different angles to it. We coming in third person sometimes. Hey, Ken J in the building, baby. You know what time it is. It's time to go to work. Sometimes you need to have an extra persona on for the season. It gets mundane if you have the same roster pick each and every year. Like, your kid's gonna look at you one day when you bald and be like, Daddy, you ain't do with your hair. Like, you the same guy all 12, all 18, all 10 years in the league. Nah, when I look back and I'm bald and I'm out there sitting on the couch and I'm pop. You
3:30. Yeah.
I want my kids to know, like, I used to put that thing on.
I respect my all of my headshots don't look the same. They're not drastic, but I think my
You got
face
slight
was just
differences.
changed, and I was fat, and then I was a little slimmer, and then I had a goatee, and then
I started doing it in college though. I had a Gumby fade my senior year of college.
really.
Oh, that's right. I
That
remember
brother-
this.
Boy,
Cal
yeah,
Berkeley
it's like
with a
an
Gumby
uneven
fade.
eraser type
Yeah,
joint.
that's that Berkeley.
Cal Berkeley with a Gumby fade. That is interesting.
Hey, when I senior year, so you knew I was that guy back then. Like,
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's that pack. Wait, that was Pac-10, not even Pac-12, right?
man, pure 3-4. I was really a D tackle playing D end. Like I was 300. Damn.
Wow. Really?
Man,
I didn't
heavy.
realize you were that big, though, dog.
What? Yeah, bro. Like I'm a heavier end anyways,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So when I first got to the league, like I was coming off a 3-4. The year before me, Tyson Alulu went top 10 overall. You know, he goes down to play 3 technique nose tackle, and I'm like, yo, that interior life is different now. Like, like I can win there, but I thrive on the outside. Like I can survive anywhere, but I really thrive. So, all right, so you know, combine came around. I did my best to get down to 287. I starved myself for like 3 days before the combine. Everybody was all like, yeah, I'm going to run this time. I'm not worried about running. I'm not worried about meeting the coaches. I'm like, what that weight going to say? I need weight to be low. I need body comp to be low. That's all I'm worried about. I was like, yo, I think I'm 6'5". You know, they go to combine, they press you down.
Yeah, exact.
You know what I'm saying?
No
Like,
hair.
damn, I thought I was 6'5". I'm not. I'm 6'4". I'm in high change. And you know what? 6'4". Great. I got in that bod pod, and I got in there real. That thing said 287. I said, yes, sir. I said, I'm in the 280. Let's go. I went straight to the
Were you
little
doing
quick out to Indiana.
were you doing like the sauna too to sweat it out like the wrestlers and fighters do?
No, I went to straight like leaves and water. You know, leaf water. I was doing push-ups and sit-ups and sleeping in sweatsuits. Like, you know, like I had the full Jumpman sweatsuit on, top and bottom, with the thick socks on. I was like, I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. In California,
Right.
we don't have saunas and, you know, the steam rooms type stuff. No, I didn't have that. So that wasn't in my rapport. So I was just making do what I had to make do. I think from there, you know, life took care of itself. They labeled me a DE, and I said, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So what ended up being your playing weight for the majority of your career?
Right back up where I said it was. Man, if you
300.
look back my rookie year, right? They told me I was going to be a run-stopping 4-eye, so I'm inside of the tackle. I'm a 3 technique. On some formations, I slide down into like an outside nose 2-eye situation. That first year, I probably touched 310, 312 maybe. You know, my body, weight was supposed to be 295, but once you get to playoffs, you know, once
And New
December
Orleans,
come,
too.
Christmas come, it sort of lets you like, hey man, like be around there. So you might get to 295-ish on a Thursday. By Sunday, it's just like fighter's weight. I'm plus 10 at minimum. So rookie year, probably let's call it 305. Big Miami area code, you know? And
That
then
305, yeah.
the 305, I get it. And then
I get it.
you know, sophomore year, I was like second year in the league. I was proving a point. I was like, yo, bro, I can pass rush you. Y'all like y'all told me rookies can't got to earn third downs. And so I went to my little revenge arc. Really started, you know, figuring out my training situation my second year in the league and got down to like 290, like consistently. And then so I've probably been, you know, 284 to 290 pretty much until the last 2 years. So two seasons ago, I dropped down to about 270. And I was like, boy, I'm fast as boy, like I'm flying. Yeah, I'm fast as Who? Me? I'm out there gassing. And then they were like, yeah, you're going to play nose technique. I said, brother, I didn't lose all this weight to play nose. What the hell we got going on? I'm out there fighting for my life at 270. I said, boy, I am not Aaron Donald. I am not like 270 pounds and pure muscle. Like I am me. And so like I had to fight my way back out to the edge. And then, you know, as soon as our D coordinator this year took the job, Staley, I hopped on the phone. I was me, a couple of my teammates, and our wives were in South Africa. I heard we got a D coordinator. I called my GM up immediately. I said, Mickey, I need to talk to him. I need to know the vision because I can't do this. You ain't gonna send me back on the inside. I got a hold of Staley, talk to Kellen Moore. And I'm like, hey man, like what's the vision? Because if your vision and my vision don't line up, sometimes Hey, you got to make sure you line up. He's, hey, we got a vision for you. We're going to get you on the edge again. Hey, I see you were effective from the edge. I'm in. Great. That's all I need to hear. Y'all figure out the monetary part. I don't care about that part. I'm close. I'm at 121 sacks. I was like, yo, in my mind, I'm touching 130 this year. You know, I was like, if they hit me with some low playing time, 125, I was like, either way, I hit 125. You can't tell me I'm not HOF. You know, you have a benchmark in your mind.
100%.
You're right. So I go in there with the dream. They got me on the edge, and I say, yo, give me 3 plays a game, and guess what? I'm gonna do with all 3 plays, make them count. And so at 275, we made it shake with a little 2.5 piece. You know what I'm saying? Look, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, so now that you've played at 270, 275 later in your career, do you look back and say 7 years ago where you were 305 and wish you had gone to that weight sooner?
Hell
or
no.
can you appreciate the 305 still?
No, I mean, if it was up to me, I'd probably still be sitting at not 305. 305 was just rookie year when I was like, I bought into just stopping the run. Now, hey, felt like, you know, my OGs out there, when I had Kevin Williams or the Williams Wall out there, saying, yeah, we stop run out here. We big body. I ain't got to be all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but right around, I could probably play at 285, 290, where I've been at the last 14 years. But as you look around, it's just like, you know, the big man position in basketball. You know, centers are taking them threes.
Yeah.
You got to be able to, you got to have a solid bag. You used to just work in the trenches. Nah, you got to touch that edge now. And so for me, I was like, Chase Young come in, Carl Granderson come in, Trey, you know, we had Trey Henderson, Al-Qadim Muhammad, all these 250 to 265 pounders. Well, you can't just be the odd one out at 285.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we dropped down just to match the part. Physically, I'm good with whatever. Mentally, it's a lot easier to hold 280 because the body naturally want to be 280. You want to be 275, you want to be 270. Now my dietary restrictions change. You're not happy no more because you cutting out all the sugar.
You're cutting out everything.
All that New Orleans, all the beignets.
Man, what? Oh, we going to go to dinner. Nah, y'all going to go to dinner. I got my little meal prep. I'm going to eat my same
That's
thing.
not sustainable.
It's sustainable. It's just not, you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like
tough.
happiness is, you know, eating what you want, playing how you want. You gotta, you know, give up some things to take some things. But now in my off season, big back activities have started.
How high will you get in the off season now? And then will you get back to 280?
I won't look at a scale till March. I mean, but that's how I've always been. You know what I'm saying? You look around like March and you get a little, you see the off season picture, your face is,
Yeah, it's
you know
bigger. It's bigger.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big.
It's like
you're
you're,
like, damn,
you're a
I'm
little
good.
puffy. A little puffy.
You got that beer face, you know? And that's when you know, you may have that side. Once you have a side roll, you're like, oh, it's time to work out again.
Yeah,
That's
you
when
got
I
the
think-
love handle.
Yeah, like it looks a little like when wifey grab like your kids be like, hey, daddy, they poke your stomach, you're like, all right, bro, I ain't like that this time. Start going. That's my
Dude,
benchmark on life. But you like off season is meant to get away from the game.
Yes.
Like you can't like I can't go a whole 365 thinking about how I'm gonna get, faster, stronger. Gotta take at least a month off. Cause what I put my body through, ain't no way I make it. 2 months. I usually take 3 months off. And I was like, all right, 3 months is a little aggressive. So I look up March. Oh yeah, I look up in March.
So then when you show up to OTAs and stuff, are they weighing you or you?
Oh man, hey, they better not. They
Okay.
better hop on the scale. Who? Body count. Who? I'm using this to propel myself into my training arc. My training arc, I don't like. There's not too many people can do what I do in terms of training in the months of June and July.
Mhm.
Like the distance I go, because I'm all about like I don't really lift like that. I lift body weight stuff. I do squats, push-ups, pull-ups.
Calisthenics. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm on like a the old school Herschel Walker.
Yes. Yep.
Straight, getting it. But then it's all about distance. It's all about, the 15, 20 miles biking a day that leads to, me landing at a park to run 2-3 miles, which leads to my D-line drills, which then leads to, the push back. All in Arizona, all in June and July with sweats on, like when it's 110, 115 degrees outside. I call, them death days. And I'm like, yo, you got the cell phone on you. Cause you're like, yo, just in case things get a little hectic out there, you gotta call. Hey, I need some.
Yeah,
help.
come pick me up.
Hey, I can't make it no more. But yeah, luckily I've never had a call. I did one time call an Uber back, and but that was just cause hey, I got about 25, 30 miles out, and I was like, I'm not making it back. I was like, ain't no shot. Ain't no shot.
Okay, so you were biking in the heat.
Yeah, you got the music on.
You're in it. Yeah.
You see other bikers, so now you playing games that they don't even know they're a part of.
Yeah.
I gotta go catch them. All right,
Okay.
like you play like nonstop. So like you hit a street light or whatever it is. Reds, you turn right. Greens, you keep going. So you just don't know where you're gonna end up. You start off in Chandler, and then you end up deep other side of Phoenix. Hey man,
I can't get back.
I can't get back. I don't have
so
20
good.
miles in me.
That is so good. That's like DG when he needs.
Look, insert a corny joke. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say something about the beanie, but it didn't.
Yeah, go ahead and insert a corny joke. Insert here. There's the line.
He's already ready for it.
He's always ready. He's
Insert
always
right
ready
here.
for me. He's always ready for me.
Cam, you're one of 5 active players from the 2011 draft. Can you name the other 4?
Absolutely. It's Von Miller for sure. With he's got like 6.5 more sacks than I do. The current.
You keep a tally.
Yeah,
Between me and him, absolutely. Then there's Cam Hayward.
Another great.
Yeah. He's Steelers great. Son of Ironhead, who was a Saints football player. Big legacy vibes. And then so there's how many more of us?
There's 2 more, and they're both quarterbacks.
Oh, that's not fair. Andy Dalton.
Yes.
Yep.
Because he was a former team of mine, and then another quarterback. Ain't no way there's another quarterback. Cam Newton technically hasn't retired, so like.
No, it's not Cam.
That's true. Another quarterback from. Ain't no way Blaine Gabber's still in the league.
No,
Nope.
That's not a bad guess though.
Okay, because Christian Ponder got married to Stan Ponder, and he lived his best life. He got out early. He's like, found my wife, I'm out.
Yeah, he retired at like 27. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Right,
he's like, I shot my coverage. She loves me. I love her. Goodbye. We've got a family. Dang, a quarterback.
You ready for it?
Yeah, please.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod's my year. I thought it was a year after me for some odd reason.
Nope.
Love that guy. The fashionable man that he is.
He is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I got one for you.
I didn't know Tyrod.
How about a great Drew Brees story that you'll never forget?
Which ones? I mean, what you
There's so
talk
many,
about?
right?
Yeah, you talk about extended family. Like the greatest ones are I'm always going to say is when the kids are involved. So you got Drew Brees throwing to his kids, throwing to my kids, and I'm like, bro, you don't even know what you're doing right now. You're playing with a goat.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and my son gonna have the nerve to be like, yeah, me and Drew, who the hell are you talking? So first of all, throw a Mr. on there. And second of all, don't just me and Drew like you could just casually call him. But in terms of football, there's nothing greater than, watching us. What was it? Right after the Minnesota Miracle happens, right? And guys are broken up about it, whatever it is. It's this side conversation of like, man, this is going to go down as one of those teams that you're going to remember, like 2011, which, not many of our guys were on the team in 2011, but he's like, it's one of those things where we were poised to really have a true run at Super Bowl. We get beyond them. Then it's Philadelphia, which I think we already played before, beat before, whatever that was. It was like, yo, we had a path. So when you see a path to a Super Bowl and know you could have won it, like that's what hurts. Albeit the Minnesota Miracle happens. All right, fine. But you look at the entirety of it, like, man, our next person would have been, Nick Foles and the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, we getting that. And then it would be like, oh, okay, we got to figure out now how to win the Super Bowl. Like, damn, we were that close. And so that's just like 2011, you lose to San Francisco. San Francisco goes play the Giants. You're like, we beat the brakes off the Giants that year. That was one of our best teams you can ever recall of a Saints team in 2011. So it's just like those teams of that magnitude where you're like, man, if we do that, we're winning. I don't know if I can say the same. We go to the NFC Championship game that next year, whatever it was, the next year, and lose to the Rams off the no calls where, all of a sudden refs forget to.
I remember that. That was the DB
that was
one.
Crazy.
Yeah. It was the DB smacking my guy Tommy Lee Lewis before the ball ever gets to him. It was the defensive player that smacked Drew. Helmet to helmet contact, helmet just spinning. And I said, bro, you have 2 ways to make this call. Because either way, this should be one more down for us, and we should be on the goal line. But you look at that, then you think, what is it? It was like the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs 2020. Are you winning that? Who knows? You Pat Mahomes, but you knew you had a chance the year before. So just, it all comes down to what can you do and how can you get better from it. But sitting down with Drew and just talking about the teams, that's when you realize greatness, right? You're like, damn, he can recall like hash mark he's on. He can recall these plays. It's like, I couldn't tell you one play this year, like what hash mark we were on. Like any one of my 132 sacks, he'd be like, hey, you remember what yard line you were on? Absolutely not. I don't even remember the dud that was in front of me. Why? Because fat people don't matter in my mind. In our game. I have to put that disclaimer out. In our game. There's the offensive linemen that they swear are athletic, and
they
not.
are athletic.
You're not. No, you're not.
Is Trent Williams athletic?
No, he's hella strong, no, and he makes hella highlights off of getting to the second level.
But he's not athletic?
He's a dog.
Tristan Wirfs is athletic.
He's fat as hell. Stop. Shout out to Tristan Wirfs for being a hell of an offensive tackle. The only one that you could say was athletic was probably Teron Armstead. The man ran a 4.6 40. Windmill dunk, standing.
Yeah.
That's athletic. When you can go across different sports and be athletic, no. Tell me what sport, one sport, a Tristan Wirfs or Tristan or
I think
Trent
he was
Wirfs
good at
is gonna excel
basketball,
in.
yeah.
What is he?
Can hoop.
No,
He can hoop. Yeah, he can hoop.
No, he can look like he hoops with nobody around. In a 5-on-5, he's posting up every time. He's not going wing and slashing in.
I think offensive linemen are some of the best
He's setting
athletes.
a pick and a roll. Good for you. In fact, on offensive lineman, never mind. We're not even going to go there. Offensive lineman at best is going to be.
Because DG, did you always think that they were some of the best athletes at that size to be that nimble?
There he goes to be that size. Add that part.
Cam, that's just like saying that girl's pretty to be, right?
Right, exactly. Exactly. Like, dang, man. Like, hey.
Like if you got to throw the disclaimer on it ain't really true. Is that what you're saying?
We all have an ugly friend, and when the girls be like, oh, you got a friend for me? You be like, yeah, man, hey, my dog hella cool.
But
you're not giving any descriptives.
Yeah. Exactly.
That offensive lineman has really good feet compared to who? The other fat ones. Got it. Because at no one point could you see them backpedaling, crossover, and be able to. No, maybe Penei Sewell, another one.
Penei Sewell, yeah, he can go
on the cusp of being an athlete. But compared to who? Not the tight end, not the D end, the nose tackle, sure. the big plugger in the middle, yeah, they're that athletic.
What about hold on,
that is amazing.
Good massive.
Yeah,
good
wow, that is interesting. It's true though. Like who else on the team are they more athletic than? I guess that's
what I don't get. They're like, bro, he's athletic compared to who? I'm pretty sure my 10-year-old in 2 years will be more athletic than them. So they're as athletic as an athletic 12-year-old. Cool. But again, what sport can that translate to? Basketball? Absolutely not. Hockey.
Basketball, it could.
Cap.
Big cap.
Wrestling for sure.
Not even a super technical athletic monster is going to stamina alone says they can't make it. Have you seen Deion Dawkins after 2 series? He's standing on his tippy toes in his stance.
Deion Dawkins is a baller though.
That did not take away from what I said. I didn't say he wasn't a baller. He for sure is. Probably an annual All-Pro at his position.
Yeah. But you're saying the stamina.
I'm saying the athleticism involved. He's really athletic for a man his size.
DG, this is one of the most illuminating.
It's not. You just chose to see what you chose to see.
This is amazing. I like this.
Yeah, like it is what it is.
Because when you have 132 sacks, you can say that.
Hey, and I've been saying it when I had 0 sacks. So look, I said, ain't no way I can't get sacked off of him.
This isn't some rando.
A guy who ain't seen his toes in 10 years. You're telling me I can't beat him off the edge? Stop. And if he ain't seen his toes, you know what else he ain't seen. So let's just stop.
I knew you were gonna go there.
An offensive lineman has not been destroyed like this in the history of the position.
Probably since last week when me and Chase was out there. Chase and Carl was going crazy against the Atlanta offensive line. Did Atlanta win? Yeah. But did them offensive linemen go home and say, hey, babe, Pass me that brew. Absolutely.
Yeah. Y'all didn't get him hell. That was fun to watch. I'm going to just go on the record and say this, though. I personally think Trent Williams is, I mean, he's almost 40 now, but I think Trent Williams,
prime for
he's
Trent.
definitely a dog, but he athletic as hell.
Describe, again, put athleticism out there. What exactly are we saying? What metrics are we using? He ran a 5.0 40 most likely. Tom Brady at 40 can do that. Continue.
Tom Brady at
Nobody
at
said Tom
22
Brady was
ran a
athletic.
5'4". Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Would we like, oh, you want Tom Brady to run? Right? Because our nose tackles can get him. And if we're saying that's athletic, then look at us.
Cam, I got to change the subject because I want to ask.
Yep.
I want to ask about your rookie. I want to ask about Tyler Shuck. We talked about him before the season. We were together at Fanatics Fan Fest. We were all there. And you were like, he's super accurate, but I don't know yet. What do you know now, having spent the whole season with him?
Man, is it like that like super competitive demeanor. First of all, he's a rookie, right? And so what we saw in training camp, I said, yeah, Spencer's our guy. I was like, Spencer's our guy for sure. Right now, what you saw in training camp was like, man, he's got some time to develop. And he did at like a extremely high pace. Now, whether it was our defense taxing him, whatever it was, you saw him week to week. You saw Spencer week to week. It's low key. I think what made them better was that they were sort of still dueling within the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? And so when Tyler took over, he was like, he had been fighting for everything. So he was swinging for everything. At worst, you bench him for the rest of the year and, you give him another shot next year. But the bright side is the more you keep swinging, the more you chopping at wood, the more that tree going to fall down. Mm-hmm. And that's sort of what he brings to the table. Like, he's going to keep chopping at wood. Case in point, this last game, not a high-scoring game in that first half. Second half, he throws, touchdown, field goal, whatever it was. He throws an interception one drive, but he comes back and marches down the field for a tutty. He had an amazing play, which didn't even count. He eludes a sack, steps through the pocket, knowing he's about to get popped, throws one across the shoulder to Kevin Austin in the end zone. I said, boy, if that boy ain't cooking, I don't know what cooking is. And it's like, damn, I wish we had a couple more games. Like, I wish we would have won one or two more games against the playoffs because we were peaking at the right time.
You were, yeah.
Undefeated in the month of December, rolling through November. Get to January, you're like, boy, if we could get to January, we'd be, I like us almost versus anybody. We started off minus we start off with the Cardinals, cool, but then we go through 4 or 5 teams that all go to the playoffs. And we're a team trying to figure it out. Boy, that does not bode well.
How does that make you think about, because I know every year now it's like, how much more? How does it make you think about the future for you?
It doesn't. I mean, once you hit like 32, 33 in the NFL, they're like ready for you. Like, hey, how many more years you got left?
Yeah.
I'm going. Like, dude, put my numbers up, compare them to the world, and we'll see. Give me the same. Give me all my reps that are supposed to be my reps, and you'll see my production, and then we'll talk accordingly. So it's not about that. It's not like we got 82 games we got to go across, and we get every other game off or have that whatever what do y'all call it? Time management.
Oh,
game
time
management?
load management.
Load management.
There we go. Yeah, we don't have that. Nah, I gotta go. I got 17 opportunities. Each one of these counts. Each one of these more important than the last.
But you do understand over the course of 82, like each one of them ain't that important.
I don't, because all I got is 17. So when I look at it, I'm like, damn, okay, I get it. That's why I really like when y'all
it's a little less important. One of 82 is a little less important than one of 17.
Right, which could be because one of 82, like you drop one. If you're a half game behind with 10 games left, you can make that ground up.
It's another one tomorrow.
Right. You a game behind in our division with 3 games left. Oh, you may not get that back.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah. That's a fact. So, but y'all, Tyler, to me, when he took over, like regardless of what you thought of his play, I thought it looked like he was able to be a leader of men. It looked like he, all of a sudden, a team that had been going through it and trying to figure out was like, oh no, we rallying around this guy and we believe in this guy. And to me, that's what November and December showed, was that the future of this franchise, if you're the person making the calls, Mickey, you're like, okay, well, I see how these guys just rallied around him. So I at least know I got my quarterback for the next year or two. Was that the feeling amongst the team? Was that he was the guy that everybody felt they could rally around and start to push it forward?
No, I think we have defensive leaders in myself and DeMario that guys rally around, right? You got key focal points, right? Whether it's Chris Olave, you can rely on him. Whether it's Alvin Kamara, who is like the heartbeat of our offense, right? We traded for a kid named Devon Vele.
Yeah, from Denver.
Started going federal.
Yeah.
Like, got him and was like, I don't really know much about him. He's been hurt the last couple years. He comes in and catches everything. Like, boy, when I tell you, good at football, that boy good at football. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so you insert Tyler, but that's just it. It's not that he's leading off right because he doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
What he's doing is, hey, what I can bring to the table, this is what I'm bringing to the table. And I'm going to fight each and every play. I think that boy said something like, I'm willing to die for y'all. And then we saw him take a couple of hits and like get up like, nah, I see you see the shine, the unmelanated, they bruise easy, bro. So he take off his shirt and he rib cage the hip, black and blue. And he's over here cracking jokes. He said, yeah, my DNA ancestry, I got like that 0.1% black in me, right? Here he's showing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's that shit. Oh, that boy
got some
right.
shit to you. Yeah, got some shit to you.
Yeah, like, okay,
hey,
come
Shuck.
on in, brother. I might even dap you up the proper way now. Come on in. Like it's like that. You like, bro, you see it and you respect it. Like you're not even looking at him as a rookie no more. You're like, all right, if he QB1, he QB1. And he started acting like it. Not that he wasn't before. Now he just had the opportunity to show it.
Yeah.
So you see those throws. You see the way he takes after it. He's going up for those special meetings with Kellen. He's the first person in, last person out. The that you feel
All
like you don't have to say and sometimes have to say. Yeah. Right. He's like, yo, I talked to Drew. Drew Brees is like, Drew's involved. Kellen's involved. Like, I said, we see the investment.
Yeah. This is the guy.
Man, they drafted him in the second round for a reason. Third quarterback taken. Really, when you look at it, you're a top 3 quarterback. You're supposed to be one of those guys.
Absolutely, 1,000%. I respect it.
This is tough. Current top 5 pass rushers in football.
No, pass rushers. That's not tough. Are we saying healthy active?
Yeah, healthy active.
Yeah. That's not tough at all. I mean, when you look at it, pure pass rushers. If you would have said all around, that could have made it tough. Pure pass rushers, that's Myles Garrett this year. What? Break the record. So you're number 1. I don't know if he played any run this year, but that boy was, swim, moving, swiping, everything. Everything. That boy's bag is elite. It's like watching SGA.
Is he athletic? Is Myles Garrett athletic?
Oh my God.
Edge rushers are different now.
Yeah.
Myles is athletic as hell. There is nobody more explosive than Myles.
You see him hoop.
I agree.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he may not be. He may dribble like Meta World Peace, but guess where he going? He going up top, pork chop.
He dunking like Neek.
Hey, you see the highlights, and so like everybody won't say, but he can hoop. He can't dribble, but that boy, shot looks like water. When he go up top, ain't nobody matching him. He's 6'5" with a 42-inch vert.
Yeah.
He athletic.
Crazy strong.
That's pure athleticism that goes to any and all sports. He looks like a swimmer.
Yeah.
Now, can he swim? Hopefully.
All right, who's 2?
So you got that. You say pure pass rusher, like Micah Parsons is one of the most athletic mother lovers in this world. Born with Von Miller's elite first step. Excelling with LT's pure hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a combination of, DNA really works out. Dang, like blessed by DNA. Because he's just learning how to pass rush. Like, you can actually start seeing plans formulate in his mind now. His first 3 years, he was going off the strength of I'm better than you. Born better, built better, high, I'm faster. So
now he's putting it to work. Oh, shit.
Right.
Okay.
And now, so that's where, he got hurt with 4 or 5 games left in the season. He had 12 and a half sacks.
Yeah. He was going to get,
Yeah, then you enter Daniil Hunter enters the chat, right? Daniil Hunter.
Nice.
Tough.
Hey, built like, 6'5", built like Myles Garrett, built like a Greek god, like just a demigod walking around.
Yeah.
But he looks stiff, but he's not. He's unorthodoxly fluid. Like you look at him, you're like, bro, like how's these are buckets? Like he's hooping, right? And you're like, bro, huh? It's like Kirilenko coming off of
Kirilenko,
off of a
AK-47.
like, hey, when you see him come off a screen, it's water. You be like, nah, bro, he looks sort of stiff and he cash. Like
Good
it
comp.
just is what it is, right? And then so from there, then you can really have some fun with it. But I'm gonna say, of course, Max Crosby. Max Crosby is one of the most disruptive edge rushers of our generation. I have no idea what gap he's going to end up. That boy swim, spin, stiff arms, ghosts, like just current. Like it's crazy how he goes crazy.
Disruptive.
You know, like just if we're talking about pure pass rush, it makes it a little easy for me. Because that fist spot, then it opens up, right? You can look at Aiden Hutchinson, the way he's able to set things up. You can look at Chase Young, the way he's able to set things up. Bro, Chase Young's get off is so nasty right now. Aiden knows how to set things up. He always wants to, like, he's got a great speed of power, but he has a great counter as well. Will Anderson Jr. is disgusting.
Oof, Will Anderson.
You know, so that when you talk about five, not when you talk about a fifth spot, you're always talking about, 3 or 4 spots they can open up to. You talk about your top 3, your top 2 is normally locked. Your top 3 can really argue 3 to 5. Your 4 to 7, and
Brian
5
Burns
can really be
too. By the way,
no, Brian Burns is crazy. So you go 5. I'm gonna say Brian Burns has the edge over Aiden and and Will, just off pure pass rushing. Brian Burns is so sick. Like 6'6", look like he's 210 pounds.
Yes.
He really has a basketball player built. Like,
he does.
Like, you
16 and a half this year he had.
Yeah, that makes yeah, I'm good with my top 5.
That's a top 5.
Max Crosby has 69.5 sacks in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6 years?
7 years.
7 years? Yeah,
That's on track to be a Hall of Famer,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, you say if he played 15 years, he'd have about a $150. Yeah, that's very much on track.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, I blame the Saints for not letting me get on third down earlier.
Yeah.
Like, man, like
Come
my
on,
rookie year, I
Saints.
could have had a 6 or 7 piece. I'd be much higher than what I'm at now.
That part.
But
Hey.
they didn't see the vision, bro. All I know is hard work. I'm not a
gotta
pure
show
pass
'em the
rusher, though.
vision
I'm
sometime.
a every snap, I'm the nitty gritty. First and second down, don't run at me. You better run to the opposite side. Third down, I can still attack you, but it's gonna be all power. I'm here to crack helmets, shatter glasses, what my pops be saying.
So my last one for you. Throughout your career, you've sacked over 50 quarterbacks. What's the one that you like? That's the sack I wanted. I wanted to sack that quarterback.
Cam
Do you
Newton.
have one like that?
Cam Newton.
Why Cam Newton?
He was the first sack. He was the first overall pick of our draft class. He was in division with Carolina, and we were sort of chippy with them at the time. We had some battles. Steve Smith, Roman Harper, Malcolm Jenkins fighting in the back of the end zone. Cam Jordan, Curtis Lofton, Cam Newton, and the fat fullback. Massive. Mike Tolbert.
Yes, Mike Tolbert.
Fighting in the back of the end zone. At some point, Carolina and the Saints were headed towards rivalry era. Like it was. So Cam Newton, of course, big Mr. Superman, bro. When they have some random Twitter chats talking about he was a game manager or wasn't a game changer, they don't know ball. Tell them to shut
What
the
the?
up.
Yes.
This man took a team that was like 3-13 the previous year to a 10-win team. They didn't know what success was until they had Cam Newton. Like they hadn't seen success since Del Home. Like they had a solid 7 year
100 years ago. Yeah.
Right. They had a solid 7-8 year drought. Cam Newton is a chat. Guess what you don't do? You don't lead the playoff contention. That is a game record. The way he was able to maul cats, toss a 60-yard bomb off the back foot, just like
What about the he would talk during games?
Man, come on, they're quarterbacks. Quarterbacks, they're really good people. No matter how much talk, like you're the face of a franchise, guy. You live a blessed life. You are a silver-spooned individual in my mind. You
So
thought
Cam wasn't-
can't take you serious. That's like for me in my mind when basketball players like talk shit, you're like relax, like don't like
Hold me back.
yeah, like hey, come get him. Yeah, we get it. Like that's what I think about quarterbacks. Like Phillip Rivers, they say he talks smack with the best of them. He doesn't drop one curse word, and he doesn't.
He doesn't curse.
Yeah,
No.
he doesn't
Doggone
curse.
it.
So I automatically
it.
don't respect any garbage you're talking. Second of all, are you really going to swing? No, you're not. I'll walk you down, and I might even do it with my dominant ham tied behind my back. Like I'll beat you. So like quarterbacks are really nice, good people. The only one there's always common denominators, right? Like You got Draymond over there in the basketball world. They, like they don't make those anymore. Like but football player wise,
Yeah, he
Lamar
old.
might be the one that might swing. Like he's the only one that might have like
Lamar might swing.
Yeah, he might have some effort in him, but like he knows better because it's a dog walking. Like, as a quarterback, you're privy to only getting hit on Sundays. You don't live in the trenches. Your body feels amazing 6 days out the week. Me, I'm hitting somebody Wednesday. I'm getting hit Wednesday. I'm smacking somebody Thursday. I'm getting hit Thursday. I'm hitting somebody Friday. And Friday's supposed to be a fast Friday, and I'm still looking to tag somebody. Saturday's a walkthrough, and I still might throw a little contact in there just to keep it fresh. And Sunday, I got to hit somebody. Somebody's got to pay the toll.
And Monday, that's the one. Monday,
Tuesday, body's wrecked.
Yeah.
Monday will tell you how bad Tuesday's going to be.
So quarterbacks don't even really play in the same league.
No, they're all mental, and they'll tell you that. Now, quarterbacks have changed. Like Cam Newton, Mike Vick, they used to be, a
Randall
anomaly.
Cunningham.
Yeah, Randall, what for sure?
Ultimate weapon.
Dante
Culpepper.
Yeah,
Culpepper
exactly.
was tough.
They used to be anomalies. Like, oh, he can run and he can throw and he can hit with the best of them. And now they're all Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Like everybody's fast. Joe Burrow. Everybody can move. All these quarterbacks now are real athletes. Like they can translate 4.8, 4.5s, 4.4s.
Yes.
These athletes hoofing.
Yeah.
Like now like they may not talk, but now you gotta respect them.
Bro, Shuck is athletic.
Sliding. Shuck is sliding. Shuck turned the corner on multiple DNs this year, and I said,
I was like, oh wait, what?
I said he got that ooey to him. Jackson
beat
Dart
him?
out there moving.
Yeah. They all
Like
moving
your
now.
standard is somebody who slides. With like Danny Dimes over in Indianapolis when he was at the Giants, what he ran like 22 an hour.
Yeah,
Like, he rolled on somebody.
Fast.
You almost can't play the quarterback position slow today. Like like Tom Brady, that would be looked at so negatively today.
Kirk
if you
Cousins.
can't run. Yeah.
When Kirk Cousins came out in 2022.
He's an
not gonna top
undrafted
three.
free agent.
Yeah, he's not going to top 3 rounds. No.
Yeah.
Well, somebody who run a 4.9. Like,
Yeah,
what do you do for this pocket?
fast.
Like our pocket guys run 4.7s now.
Right. So you're saying like pocket guy. The pocket passer is dead, or it has to take? It takes
The
a very
pocket passer has
specific-
transitioned. Drake May can still slide.
Drake May.
Yes,
is
he can.
Fast.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
He can
can.
still slide. Like outrun you if need be.
Yeah.
He just happens to think he's a pocket passer. Bo Nix can slide and
Can
shows
slide.
every now and again. He shows the wheels.
Even
he just-
Justin Herbert can get out of there.
Justin
Justin
Herbert is super fast.
Like, get
For
out
that
of
size.
everybody.
Yeah.
We just named 15 of the 32 quarterbacks.
Yeah,
and we
When
said
they
all
had
of
the
them
league,
can
they're
run.
all super athletic.
No,
Jalen
he
Hurts
said Justin Herbert.
obviously
He's an
can
Oregon
run.
quarterback. He's supposed to run first. He just
Baker?
happened to be really good at passing.
All these dudes are running. C.J. Stroud, Baker, Jalen Hurts. They all are athletic.
Man, I thought I had me a sack off C.J. Stroud. He like backpedaled, jumped out of my sack, rolled, darted across the field 30, 40 yards, chucked one. I said, what the flying 747?
So, wait. After that happens, do you say like, "Okay, I see you"? Do you say something to him like,
It's a standard of I thought I had him and I didn't. Bro, I remember the first time I popped Lamar. I smacked Lamar and he ducked underneath me. Hit the ground so fast, I popped up embarrassed and thought I tried to get the sack off him again. Like he outran me. So I really missed twice. I was just swiping his feet and he was moving. I said, damn. I said, God dang it. I now done screwed the defense. Like now it looked like I done bust contain on my side because I had a sack. In fact, I had 2 sacks in one play.
"That's
and
even
couldn't get 'em.
worse"? Yeah.
Hey, real athletes, Dre. Like, real athletes, not
Is
he's good for his
Draymond
size.
athletic, Cam? Is
Absolutely.
Draymond athletic?
Absolutely. He's basketball athletic for sure.
Jordan,
Hey, which if you're
Draymond,
basketball
can you
athletic,
still dunk?
hey,
Jordan, you look ridiculous, okay? You,
I know.
hey, look, I said
know.
like this.
My hair.
Basketball athletic is still good enough to play tight end. So that's athletic. It can cross sports.
Draymond could. He
Now,
can play a little.
do I want
tight
to see
end,
him at
little-
safety?
He'd be a
Absolutely
blocking
not.
tight end.
I don't want to see any basketball
that's
player.
fine. I got a spot, Jordan. What would you be?
I'd be
Ah,
a quality control guy.
Get back. Stay behind
Yeah,
the white
hey,
line.
Cam, you need a helmet? Where's your helmet?
It's 13 personnel holding.
Yeah. Or I'd be one of those guys in college football. You know, they have like the weird pictures of
No,
like
hey,
a video
hey,
game?
hey, Jay, I'm not gonna let you do this to yourself, bro. I believe if we need you for one series, we putting you at Mike linebacker. I have no
Oh my
qualms
gosh,
if you willing
that
to
would be
die.
awful.
Like
That'd be
I think
awful.
you're willing to die for this game, bro. Like if you're like, yo, I got this play, I know for a fact you're willing to give everything for a play.
I'm just super slow. It would.
No,
I got
no, yeah, but like coming downhill. If you say, yo, Jordan, we need you to hit the B gap, I promise you, you're giving everything you got. I don't have to worry about it.
Cam, thank you, bro. Unbelievable interview, dog.
That was amazing. Appreciate you, brother.
Unbelievable. Thanks again to our guest, Cam Jordan. Now, as always, it's time for Picks and Parlays presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. First up, DG, we got a 3-leg parlay for Saturday's divisional matchup between your Niners and my hometown Seahawks.
Number one, it's not my Niners. I'm a Steelers fan.
I know.
I
It's
do
your NFC
love
team.
to see the Niners win. I'm Bay Area, San Francisco, Oak. I love the Bay, but I'm a Steelers fan. However, go Niners.
I want to start with one of my favorites of the year, which is anything JSN. I'm going to go 7+ catches. He averages 7.5 in 2 games against the Niners this season. He got first-team All-Pro. Guy has been lights out. So to me, let's start off the parlay with one of the best in the business, JSN 7+ catches. What do you think?
I'm going to roll with you on that one. What I will say is it's hard to do something 3 times. You do something to a team twice, that
That's
third
true.
time they usually catch on to it. I am riding with you on it, but it's hard to do that to a team 3 times.
Well, with that in mind, what do you think about Sam Darnold 2+ touchdowns? Does that move the needle for you?
I don't love it. I like Kenneth Walker 50+ rushing yards.
More than Charbonnet, because both of them have been balling.
They both have been balling. I just think you can get a 50-yard rush off Kenneth in one play. Like he has that ability to just break one at any time. So I like that one.
All right. He averaged 59 against the Niners, 59 rushing this season. Comes off a big Week 18 game. How about this? Why don't we close with Christian McCaffrey? Put the ball in his hands.
1,000%.
He'll be our anchor. So he averaged
they gotta go.
He averaged 6+ catches this season. That is the actual line, 6+ catches. If San Francisco's going to win this game, play the type of offense they need to on the road, Christian McCaffrey is going to get 30 touches. So you might as well get 6+ catches.
I agree. I think they're going to do what they can to get the ball in his hands. I think, the shorter plays where you are in the middle of the field where you would normally be looking for George Kittle, you'll be looking for Christian McCaffrey there, right? So I do like that a lot. If they're going to have any chance, in speaking to our point earlier about scheming around Christian McCaffrey, this whole scheme is going to be around CMC, and he will be getting the ball a lot. So I like anything involving CMC.
So to summarize our 3-leg parlay for this week, JSN 7+ catches, Kenneth Walker 50+ rushing yards, CMC 6+ catches. Be sure to check out our parlay in the Fanatic Sportsbook app and ride along with us on Saturday. Now it's time for our head-to-head pick'em. Each week we pick the hottest games against the spread. Wildcard weekend, DG, I've taken a small lead. I went 4-1. You went 2-3. We're going to go with the full slate again on Divisional. Let's start with Seattle hosting the Niners, giving 7.5. I think it's too many points. I thought it should have been 5.5. I'm going to take the Niners getting a touchdown and a hook.
Yeah, I'll take the Niners as well on this one. 7.5 is a lot in the rivalry game. I don't think it'll be a lot of scoring in this game, which makes 7.5 even tougher. So I'll go Niners as well, plus 7.5.
This is an incredible game. Buffalo at Denver. Buffalo's laying 1, a road favorite. Denver is the number 1 seed. If these teams played 10 times, they might split 5-5. I'm going to take Denver, the home team, as a result. Both teams capable of winning a Super Bowl. I'm going to take the Broncos at home, though.
I like that pick a lot. I think the Broncos are more than capable. I just think Buffalo. And the reality is Buffalo will struggle with Denver's run game. But I just think in these situations it's usually best to go with the better quarterback, and I got to go with Josh Allen on this one. So I'm going to take Buffalo -1.
All right, change up. All right, finally, Rams -4 at Chicago. I'm going to take the Rams. I was on Chicago last weekend, got bailed out. I like the Rams laying 4 after a very, very tough wild card game against Carolina.
Thing is, I don't love. The Rams got to go all the way back home, then come all the way back. I don't love that. I don't love the fact that it's 4 points and not 3.
Chicago's very good team.
You know how I feel about the Rams. I think they're better than everybody in the NFC.
And sometimes you need those games, those close games.
Yeah, for sure, because it wakes you up, right? So, and the thing is, that game shouldn't have been close. Stafford got off to a great start, and then he just started like missing on every throw.
Yeah,
and then he found it again. But nonetheless, I'm rolling with the Rams as well, -4.
We'll track these picks every week, powered by Fanatics Sportsbook. You can follow along and put your own futures in the Fanatics app. That's a wrap on this week's episode. Thanks again to our awesome guest, Cam Jordan. Draymond, any parting thoughts?
I've never heard someone speak about that like offensive lineman.
No.
But when you have 132 sacks, quite honestly, there's not much that many people can say. So shout out to Cam Jordan. We appreciate him. Much love to Cam. Subscribe right now on YouTube. Follow us wherever you get your podcasts and download Fanatics Sportsbook so you can make your picks along with us.
Much love to Cam as well. Much love to you, DG. And to our audience, thank you so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next week.